I'm excited to be here to speak with Ram Menon, who's the Global Head of Insurance M&A for KPMG. Hey Ram, can you tell us a little bit about the trends for 2019 in the M&A market?
I think it's a very interesting space. If you think of insurance M&A globally, many of the large insurers are sitting with excess capital in hand and still wondering how to best deploy that strategically. Organic growth has been challenged in the industry for a long time now. So the question is, companies are rethinking strategically, where should we deploy our capital, where should we play in the future, and how are we going to win in the future. So that's going to change the landscape, I believe, in a large sense, because the majority of the insurance companies today are back at the drawing boards rethinking, how do I transform my business model, how do I modernize my operating model, how do I better engage with my customers, and how do I accelerate innovation through my organization. And the key catalyst to make that happen could be M&A.
Right, so this is a very interesting trend. M&A, not necessarily for growth standpoint, of course growth is important, but also for transforming the business model. How much do you think companies are really focused on that versus the more traditional M&A?
I think there is a general realization that doing more of the same is not necessarily the best strategy. The industry itself is transforming. There are disruptive forces all around them. So, doing what they did in the past may not be the best going forward in the future. They're redefining what was core business in the past, which was successful. Will that continue to be core in the future? So there is an overall rethink from an M&A perspective, and using M&A strategically as a way to gain not just market share and not just from a scale perspective, but rethinking what the business model should be for the insurance industry in the future.
This is a very interesting trend. So what exactly are the triggers for why this trend is starting to happen today?
I think there are many factors that are impacting the insurance industry overall. Besides the macroeconomic factors, I think the changing behaviors of customers, how do we better engage with our customers? Should we be even playing in certain parts of the world, geographies or markets? You see large multi-line insurers trying to focus and get more core to whether being a P&C company, a non-life company, or just a life company with a lot of investments in life and retirement and asset management. So there's a strategic rethink on what should we be in the future and how do we get future ready for that.
Right. And what do you see if you step back and say, big picture, global trends, maybe by region, what are some perspectives you might share with everybody?
So I think there are some common trends in the developed markets. You're seeing many of the large insurers rethinking their legacy books of businesses, whether it continues and is it cost effective to continue running those businesses. So you're already seeing a lot of transactions where the large insurers are divesting their legacy books of businesses. And there's a ready market in the private equity world looking for those kind of assets and liabilities that go along with it. I think in the life insurance space, there is a general pivot from, besides the traditional life insurance, focusing more on less capital intensive spaces like investment management, asset management, wealth management, and more retirement kind of focused businesses. And on the non-life, you can see a general shift, towards more commercial, small and medium enterprise businesses. So there is a strategic rethink and there's a strategic redeployment of capital as you think through the insurance industry.
Fantastic. And that's a brief look at M&A in the global insurance market, and that's the state of play.